Hi, Kim. Good morning. Maybe they're not coming in. How's everyone doing? How's their Sunday so far? Is everyone in a ton of heat like we are? It's super hot where we're at. And the doggies just came back from their walk, so they're gonna be extra excited. Good morning. Good morning. This is gonna be Mitch walking through the door right now. Everyone say hi to Mitch. There he is.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning, Krista.
It's so hot outside.
Yeah, Mitch is like, it's so hot.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, hi, Tristan. Hi from Mexico. I want to go back to Mexico. Okay, so, wow, you guys are all popping on. I love it. Good morning, everyone. So if you heard the pitter patter of my dogs, it's because they're getting their water from after their walk. Now they're gonna chill next to me, I'm sure, because they're like my shadows at this point. They just are always by my feet, constantly. It's the funniest thing. So I'm gonna get the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna get my makeup going, I should say. I'm excited for today because I went through all my makeup, like my entire makeup collection, and pulled out all the brands that are considered indie. So like an indie brand, you know, basically all brands that you, like the simplest way I could put it is like the brands that are not like those huge brands that are in Sephora. There are some indie brands that are in Sephora, but like, you know, not like the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the NARS, Makeup by Mario, like, you know, all those big brands, right? So I'm gonna feature some really good indie brands. I love a lot of indie brands too, to be honest. But before I do that, I'm gonna cheat a little bit and I'm gonna use my old beat up MAC palette because I just need to clean up my brows really quick before I get into the rest of my makeup. But I'm really excited for a couple of the things. Yes, guess what? Ritual Defee. And it's complete. I have makeup all over it. I have to wash that. Hi, Nancy. Paula, it's my favorite time of the day too. I am so happy to be on with you all. I love my Sundays. I love this hour I get to spend with you guys and connect and just talk as if we're in person. It's just the most fun. So really quick, I'm just gonna clean up my brow. Full disclosure, I don't have a full-on indie. Tristan, it's Barry, or Bear for short, and Tomas. And they are quite the pair. But so I was saying is I don't have a full-on indie brand concealer, so I have to cheat just with this product. And the rest of it, I'm not gonna be cheating, I promise. I'm gonna stick to indie brands. Oh, thanks, Rachel. I just have so much fun. It's just such a nice change of pace for me, you know? Because the videos I put on YouTube they're very edited down, they're very like polished, and that's all great. Yes, I am wearing a Susie and the Banshees t-shirt. This is my favorite t-shirt like that I own. It's very, very comfy too. But yeah, so like, you know, the videos I normally post are super polished. They are extremely cut down. And no, I didn't see your comments on my older videos. Hold on, I have to catch up on Instagram. I've been really bad this week because I've been swamped, but I'll get into that in a second. Let me just get my brows going so I can start this actual indie brand process. But please forgive me, anyone who's commented that hasn't got a response back from me. I've had a very swamped week at work. I'm doing like a lot of double days, like basically 2 different shoots in one day, which is, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot, especially, you know, if any of you guys are in LA, I know a couple of you are in LA, and you guys can relate to like the traffic situation. Basically, traffic in LA is just draining, and it's not the easiest thing in the world to get from one location to another location in Los Angeles because the street traffic is wildly bad. I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, Rachel, I've been busy, and it's no excuse. I really try so hard to juggle. It actually takes my breath away when I think about it. Like I can feel the anxiety in my chest. I'm like, I try so hard to maintain a good balance and to still stay present on social media, even when I'm working like really intense, like full weeks of work. But sometimes I fail, and this week I failed really bad. So like I said, if I didn't respond to any of you in comments on my Instagram, please forgive me. I promise you I'm gonna go through them. Hopefully today I'll have a little bit of time to myself to just catch up on some things and catch up on life. But anyway, you know, there's good weeks and bad weeks for me. I mean, LA traffic, yeah, LA traffic is just, it's terrible. Forrest gets it. It's rough out there, guys. Oh, you're so sweet, Tristan. I know. I try not to fail you guys. I really do. I actually had this conversation last night with one of my best friends. We went to dinner. But just to mention this before I'm done with it, this is the Gen C. This is definitely an indie brand, and I think they started carrying. Did they start carrying them at Ulta? I think they started carrying them at Ulta. So Gen C is like a very new brand, especially to me. It's very new to me. And I actually like a few of their products. They have these liquid eyeshadows that are beautiful, like really great formulas. And I actually have been meaning to pick up, they have liquid matte formulas too, like a liquid eyeshadow that's matte. I'm all about like that kind of product. So I need to pick that up and test that out. So maybe I'll try to do like a full face of only indie brands, like for an actual YouTube video. Oh, you're so sweet, Stephanie. Honestly, I'm so lucky to have like the nicest, most supportive subscribers and followers. I feel very lucky. I think about it constantly. Sometimes I'll read other people's comments. Like, not gonna lie, I'll read people's, just randomly, you like kind of catch other people's comments on their posts, and I'll catch some like really bad ones where I'm like, whoa. Like if somebody commented that on mine, I think I would have to go hide under a rock for a little bit. There could be some really rough comments out there. So I'm just really grateful that I have like such nice supportive people that follow me and subscribe to me. So speaking of another indie brand, I want to say that Lawless is an indie brand still. I know they're gaining more popularity, I feel like. Paula, you're so funny. They can. But I'm gonna use their brow pencil. This is in the shade Oak. So it's kind of a cooler brown. I didn't really have like a good indie brow pencil to use for this video, so I'm gonna kind of make do with this. I usually go a lot more like gray and kind of cool tone with my brow pencils for me personally, because I like them to match well with my black hair. Yeah, social media can be rough, right? We all experience it, we all see it. And I'm telling you, that's why I really do wake up every day feeling really grateful for the people that I do have that follow me, you know? Like, it's like, I am really, really like fortunate for it. And I know it. I know I'm like, knock on wood, I'm gonna maintain this, but you know, I've been really lucky with my subscribers and my followers, because you guys are all just like, you're like my friends. You're just like amazing, like an amazing group of people. Okay, so my brows are looking better. I do like this formula pencil, FYI. It's like waxy, but it stays put really well. And I know I've talked about this a million times, but I have very oily skin, and my eyebrows especially can get very slippery throughout the day. Like my oil starts to like drip down into my brows as well as my skincare. And that's a lethal combination. If you have like sparse brows that you're filling in, that could be really bad. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to skin, and I'm really excited for this. So RMS, I still consider them indie. You correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they're still pretty indie. They're bigger now, like they're more popular, but anyway, this is the newer product from them. It's the Supernatural Radiance Serum. It's SPF 30. They sent me 3 shades. They came out with 3 shades. So there's like a deep one, there's a medium tone one, and then there's this lighter one. I actually gave my friend Susan the medium tone one because I just thought she would like it, and she didn't get sent it. And I don't know, she gives me stuff all the time. So I'm like, you have to like, just try this, just take it. So I'm gonna use this lighter one, which is not like, well, actually this might be an okay shade for me. Let me show you it on my palette. Nancy, you're so sweet, but it's the highlight of my week too, trust me. It's the absolute highlight of my week. I love it. Okay, so I already have sunscreen on, full disclosure. I put on one from Paula's Choice that I like. And Daniela, I'm a Capricorn. But so this only has SPF 30, and I just like more sun protection than that. So I'm putting this on top of an SPF 50 right now. So I'm not gonna go crazy and like use this as like my main source of sun protection. I'm gonna use it more as like a highlighter. So if you missed it, it's the RMS Supernatural Radiant Serum. It has SPF 30. And the shade that I have, sorry, I should have told you this, it's just light. Oh my gosh, Kimber, is it Kimber Dawn? Is that what your name was? Sorry, I didn't catch the full name. But how hot is it in Austin right now? I'm gonna go there in like a little over 2 weeks for a hair show that I'm doing the makeup for. Oh, I love Capricorns too. My sister's a Capricorn too. Okay, that looks really pretty. It feels nice. Definitely feels very, has like a little bit of an oily texture to it, which I don't love, but it feels nice. It's really pretty. So now I get to get into foundation, and I'm really excited to show you this foundation. I did one short video on my Instagram. I did like a reel talking about it, but it's the Ritual Defy 3-drop weightless serum foundation. This is like insane coverage, insane. And yes, this will be saved to my live or my page. All my lives are saved under, if you click on, there's videos, shorts, and then there's lives. All my lives are there, so you can like go back and watch all my lives if you want to. So let's get into this foundation. I have been really loving it ever since the brand sent it to me. And I was really excited to get on their PR list, by the way, because I've known of this brand for a while. God, I got mine so messy, you guys. Oh. Guys, this is really messy. Hold on. Hold please. This exploded. Shoot. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna waste this. I'm just gonna, normally you would just, oh my God, thank you for the super thanks. Thank you. That's gonna go straight to Starbucks coffee later. So I appreciate it. Normally you're supposed to pump out 3 drops. So like there's a thing on the bottom that says push me, and it pumps out 3 tiny little drops. I'm not gonna do that because I don't wanna waste any more of this product that's already been exploding, and that's a bummer. Okay, so I'm just gonna take an old Morphe E48 brush. I don't think they sell this anymore. And I'm gonna start with this, and that's actually gonna be a lot. Oh my God, Nancy, it's 98. Well, Nancy, it's gonna be 103 today. And so yeah, it's gonna be hot, very hot. Okay, so let's just talk about this foundation. It gives you a ton of coverage, believe it or not, but it's like coverage in a very natural way. And it really does feel like you have nothing on your skin. Like when I first read the packaging, I was like, okay, 3-drop, weightless serum foundation. I'm like, cool, like let's see if it actually feels like it's weightless. It feels like it's like nothing on your skin. Like I feel like I'm putting almost like a serum-y primer on my skin. That's what it feels like. Blends on incredibly well, very easy to blend. I'm just gonna tap a little bit over my eyelid. It is long wearing. The only thing I would say is, you know, I think this is a better formula, like a better fit for someone who has normal to dry skin, because it is very hydrating. For me, like the older I get, the more I don't care about like being super shiny. Like when I was like in my early 20s, I was like, I hated being shiny. I hated having like oily skin. It just was the worst feeling to me. I despised it, honestly. But now I'm like, I like this like fresh glow that I get throughout the day. But even with that said, it still lasts a really long time on me. And I think that says a lot because, you know, I have oily skin. So I don't necessarily like need more hydration on my skin with my makeup, but I do still really enjoy it. So it's laying nice on top of the RMS, which is a big deal because normally like A lot of sunscreens tend to pill, and especially a lot of like glowy sunscreens tend to pill if you're not careful. Well, this looks good. This looks really good. I'm very happy with this coverage. I just feel like I'm like fresh and even and glowy. And I realized I didn't tell you the shade that I'm wearing, so sorry about that. I have on the shade. Where is the shade? Hold, please. Oh, I'm blind. It's potion number 135, so that's where the shade is. Hi, Susie. Thanks, Krista. I think it's really pretty. It just feels nice. I'm just gonna put a teeny bit more on my nose, even though I know it's not gonna stick to my nose. There's something about my nose just does not stay. And the Q&A video, I promised you, is coming up. I filmed it. It's waiting to be edited. Mitch. But there was just other things I wanted to get out before that video. Like, for example, I wanted to get out my latte makeup look because it's really trending. So that made sense. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You are so sweet. Oh, I love the good luck. That's so cute. Thank you. You guys are just, you kill me with the super things because you're just so sweet. It's hard for me to accept anything. Hi. Okay, my foundation's on, which means we need to move on. We need to move on to the rest of this makeup look. So I have another product that is very indie. This is from the brand Half Caked. So Half Caked is sold on Amazon, so it's really easy to get. It's really like readily available. They're incredibly inexpensive. I think this is like $11 if I'm not mistaken. But the brand is Half Caked, like I said. I'm actually friends with the owner. Like, I'm friends like in the internet world. I don't know her in person, but I'm friends with her on Instagram, and we like just like fangirl each other's pages. We love each other's makeup looks. She's super beautiful. Her name is Nicole. I'll try to remember to list her Instagram handle in the description, so you can check out her makeup and just know that like she's the brand owner of this brand. So it's female owned. I think she owns it with her sister. So just totally female owned, super indie. Love to support that 100%. So this is their Star Bright. It's basically like an under eye brightener, and it's in the shade Beam Me Up. Now this is really light for me, but I make it work. I actually bought 2 of these. As I hold up one finger, I bought 2 of these. And I put the other one in my makeup kit for like just overall brightening and highlighting. But the product itself is really nice. It's really nice. It's easy to work with. I love this shade, even though it's a teeny bit light for my complexion. Oh no, Laura, it's okay. You didn't miss much. And everything you missed will be listed, I promise you. So I'd like to lightly highlight with this. Hi. Can you do your image does your... That's a great idea. I love that idea. Someone, in case you missed it, someone said, oh my God, hi from Mexico. Hello. Hi. Someone said to have Mitch do a voiceover for one of my videos. And that's actually one trend that I think is so fun that I would love to do. So we'll probably definitely do that. I'm gonna use another really old Morphe brush because it happens to be one of the clean brushes that I have left. It's an E20, and tap it in. Hi from Australia. Nancy, you're so funny. I promise you, Nancy, I will catch up on DMs. I promise you. I know it's been bad. I've been really bad with communication this week. But I'm trying. Oh my God, biggest fan. I'm sending you a big hug. Thank you for joining my live. Love to have you. I love having all of you guys here. Audrey from France. Wow, amazing. I'm so flattered. Okay, so I'm pushing this on and just patting it under my eyes. But I feel like, oh, you're so welcome, Trudy. I'd love to hear that. I feel like it just gives me like an instant, like really fresh, really bright under eye. But what I will do is just go over the top of it just a touch with a regular concealer. And unfortunately, like I said, I don't have don't have an actual indie concealer. I wish I did, but I don't at the moment. So we're just gonna take a bit more of my MAC palette and just mix two of these bottom shades. It's a pink one and like a deeper one, because I just need to add some of my actual complexion tone on top, so I don't have like a gray cast. Because if you go too light with your highlighter and you don't do like a color corrector underneath, or I'm sorry, if you go too light with your concealer and you don't have a color corrector underneath that is like the appropriate tone, it can cast a gray look to your under eyes, which you don't want. So that's why I'm gonna layer this on top. But I still have that brightness from the eye brightener showing through, which I really like. Uh-oh, is something, what's happening in the chat? Can you guys hear me okay? I'm having a good hair day, but next time I probably will have it in a pony. You know, every day when I go to work, it's like ponytails all the way, because I can't be bothered having my hair in my face when I'm working. It's like the most frustrating thing. Oh my gosh, thank you. We need to see a full Barbie look. Aww. I know, like an actual YouTube video. I thought about doing it, but then I thought, are people over Barbie? I couldn't tell. Oh good, you guys can hear me. Was there a problem with the audio? I'm so sorry if I missed that. I was just like blending away and completely unbothered, so I'm so sorry about that. Let me know if you have that issue again. Now I'm gonna get into some bronzer. LYS is probably one of my favorite indie brands. They're also female owned. I love this brand. I think that everything that they come out with is like just great. Like there's no complaints. Their formulas are fantastic. You probably already know this because I've talked about this a lot at this point. I know it, but this cream bronzer, it's the No Limits bronzer. I have the shade Harmony. It's just so good. So I had to bring this out for this indie live. Someone's yelling outside of my house. Okay, so I start with a small amount because this is a very, very pigmented product, like beyond pigmented. So we like to start slow with this and then work it into the skin. You guys are so sweet. Is it sold out, Alice? You know, try, because I know they're obviously at Sephora, but have you tried on their actual website? Look how pretty that is. So can we take a moment to look at that? It's so good. I can't tell either, Ella. I think they're a fan. We're gonna go with the fan. So Mitch is on the phone right now, in case you were wondering where he is. Someone was asking where's Mitch at, because Mitch is the one that always helps with, like, you know, if there's like an audio issue or if there's like an internet issue, like it's always like Mitch to the rescue. So unfortunately we don't have him right now. Sammy, any ideas for a cool tone bronzer for black hair, brown eyes? I missed the very bottom of that question. Cool tone bronzer, well, what's your skin tone? Let's say you are maybe my complexion, but maybe a little bit lighter, I would say a good cool tone is it Biscuit? I think it's Biscuits. Is it Biscuit? There's a Westman Atelier one. I think it's Biscuit. There's a Westman Atelier cream contour bronzer stick. It has a beautiful, cool undertone to it. And I want to say it's called Biscuit. It is Biscuit, because I wear Truffle, which is much deeper and more red. Thank you, Janine. Yes, it's Biscuit. Try Biscuits, but if you're deeper than me, or you're not lighter than me, and you want a good cool tone one, I would say check out Fenty Beauty, because they have such a great selection of cream bronzers. Now, for my deeper clients, I don't usually go for a cool toned bronzer. I go for more neutral to red, or neutral to cool, I guess. Neutral to warm, excuse me. I don't like anything that's too gray. It is Biscuit Sephora has small size in stock. I love the small size. It's so convenient for like travel. You have 2 biscuits. Hey, at least you have a backup, which is nice. All right, so I'm feeling bronzed. I'm feeling really good about my skin. shout out to indie brands for like actually doing some really great complexion products. Now what I want to do though is switch to a smaller brush. This is just a Sephora 19 and dip a little bit into the LYS and just add a little color around my nose. You could say this is contouring, but this is a bronzer. It's a very warm tone, as you see. So what this is really doing is just kind of bringing some balance and some cohesiveness to the center of my face. Because you never want to just bronze the outside perimeters, like your face frame. You want to bring it to the center too, so you have balance. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. Oh, that's cute. You bought both shades. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little more around my brow, like in this inner part of my brow. I feel like it just creates a deeper eye socket for me. Well, it does. That's exactly what it's doing. It's creating the illusion of having like a deeper set eye, which I don't have deep set eyes at all, to be honest. I have very flat eyes. That's a good idea, Nancy. I will write that one down because that's a great idea. I know I've been asked to do that before and I still haven't gotten it done, but Janine, I'd like to say that I shave my face once every 2 weeks, but realistically, I remember once a month, if that makes sense, you know? So like I have every intention of doing it every 2 weeks when like the peach fuzz grows back, which I don't have much peach fuzz, but I do around my hairline. Hi, Jennifer. But I never remember. So realistically, I probably do it once a month because that's when I actually remember to do it. I'm gonna switch my brush one more time. Go back to the LYS. Excuse me? There's nobody here. And I'm going to shade my lips. You know, I love to do this. This is a total personal preference, just like everything with makeup, but this is like, I feel like a very personal preference. What tone bronzer for medium light yellow undertone? You'd want to go with a warm undertone. So if you have a yellow undertone, you're going to want to go for bronzers that have more of a warm undertone and not cool, because that's going to go with your complexion, a warm one. So Shanna, I just use these mini razors that I get on Amazon. They're like they're the actual brow razors. And I just use them, like I probably use the same one. I probably shouldn't, but I use it probably like 3 times if I'm being really honest, and then I toss it. And that's just my method. I don't wet my face. I do it just dry, just like do a dry shave, and I'm very careful. You have to be very careful when you're shaving your face. Even though these brow razors that we're talking about, if you don't know, they're like these little itty bitty brow razors. They're not like an actual razor. They're very like they wouldn't cut you necessarily if you like touched them. They're very safe, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But that's what I use, and I've been using this for years, and I think I've only like maybe like kind of nicked myself once or twice at the most. Mitch has joined the chat. Okay, so we're gonna get into the eyes, and I'm debating between doing a taupey eye and a very neutral eye. So what I wanted to show you guys this Mob Beauty cream eyeshadow palette, but it's really it's not gonna fit with the look that I have in mind, like my vision in my head. So I'm gonna skip it, but it's worth mentioning. It is an indie brand, like a completely indie brand. Their packaging is really cool. It basically dissolves into the earth. It's like completely biodegradable, like for real biodegradable, and like not like a lie. Like it actually like turns to like mush in the ground if you toss it. So that's really cool. Yeah, which is like, really? Wow. Yes, it's really neat. And they have some cool products. They have some cool colors and stuff, but it's just not fitting the vibe of what I want for today. So with that said, let me grab.
Did you show them this guy then?
What's that?
Did you show them this guy then?
No, you can show them that guy. So what I want to do is use one of my favorite indie brands, it's probably not a surprise. I'm gonna use some Girlactik. I'm gonna use the Essential palette. And then I have a really pretty lip idea in mind. So I have a vision. So I need to keep my eyes pretty light and neutral. So what I'm gonna do, ooh, well, you're so right. Lori voted for taupe, and that's exactly what I have in my hands. I'm gonna take taupe. This is the matte shadow stick. Nancy's asking how you are, Mitch.
Oh, Nancy. Nancy A.
Yep, Nancy A.
Everything's good.
Mitch has just been
Just
busy,
petting the dogs.
very busy. So I just kind of ran on the top lash line. Bear wants to say hello.
He's the slinkiest guy ever.
He's slinky. He's very silky. And then I'm just gonna blend it out with my Sephora 19. He's such a little baby, oh my God.
He is.
You know what's so funny is, it is so hot, right? In Southern California, it is so hot now. We've reached like the depths of summer. And our house is cool, but we don't keep it like freezing, just because, you know, it's intense to have your AC running like full blast all day long. So our house is like, what would you say our house is like, 79 right now?
Yeah, 78.
It's probably like 78, 79. And this dog still has to be under a blanket. Like if he's on the couch, he needs to be under a blanket, completely covered and bundled up. We're like, you're gonna die of heat. You're gonna like, you can sweat to death.
Heat stroke.
Oh, your dog sees. I love dog sees.
What?
Little Dachshunds.
Oh, yeah. Best.
Okay, so just blending this out, keeping it soft. That's so funny. What's with like small dogs? They just have to be like burrowed. It's a funny thing. Huh. Okay. Welcome if you're just joining me. So now I'm gonna dip into my Girlactik palette. This is the Essential. This is the Essential palette. Sorry, I just combined a million words in that sentence. So I'm gonna start with the color Ballet. And Ballet looks stunning on top of taupe. I'm going for a bit more of a cool tone leaning, but still neutral eye look. Krista, I'm so happy you like this palette. Everyone that I've introduced it to has loved it and fallen in love with like the shades and the formulas. The formulas are just so good. And you know I love Girlactik, obviously. I wouldn't have collabed with them if I didn't love this brand. I don't work with anyone that I don't like really, like passionately like. Okay, so Ballet all over. Oh, that's so awesome. I would love to see that look. No, Mitch says I need to get closer. Hold, please. It's gonna get wobbly in here for a second. Sorry about that. Okay. So this is why we need Mitch, because he gets on the computer, he checks the situation that I have going on, and he tells me if I'm too far away. So thank you. How's that? Are we close enough?
It's better.
Okay, he says it's better. Okay, so just simple, very,
Vein test.
Mariah, yes, I do find that is, like, I'd say 95% of the time that's very accurate. And if you don't know what we're talking about, she was asking me if I find that the vein test is accurate. The vein test is if you can't see mine, but if you look at your veins, if you find your veins, I know that mine are green. And if you find your veins, you can determine what color they are. You can also determine what your skin's undertone is. And that helps you a ton when you're picking out products for yourself. Like it helps with your concealer, your foundation, your powder, even down to your bronzer, and even down to like the colors that are going to be more flattering on your skin in general. So it's a very helpful thing to discover and establish if you can. But so she was asking if I find it to be accurate. And like I said, I'd say like 90 to 95% of the time, I find it to be very accurate. Okay, before I do too much of the rest of my makeup, I forgot to set my under eyes. So I'm gonna just pop in here and do that really quick. Veins clearly visible. Oh, so you have green and blue. So you're neutral. You're easy, Janine. You got both veins. You're gonna be neutral. So this is not the most indie brand anymore, but they once were. This is Kosas. It's the Cloud Set Powder in the shade Breezy. I love this for like when I just want something easy to set my under eyes. Yep, neutral if you're both. Purple, it's probably really blue, but maybe looking a little more purple. So if you're blue, you're gonna be more cool. Oh, Mitch says he doesn't like this framing. Okay. Well, you know, huh?
I've got too much white wall.
I have too much white wall. Okay. Well, see, Mitch, you know, you should have been on this live in the beginning because you helped me so much with all these things. Mitch says I have too much white wall showing. I get it. The framing's off. So what if I just do this? If I just scoot over a little bit? Is this better, you guys? You know, Mitch can't stop being like the art director, you know, photographer, videographer. So it's all like constructive, basically. Okay, back to the eyeshadow. Now that my under eyes are perfectly set with that powder, I'm gonna dip, same brush, I'm just gonna dip into skin. Skin is obviously a warm tone, but I like mixing a little bit of a cool tone with a warm tone. It just gives it a nice, like a unique balance. So I'm just gonna do a little bit in this outer corner of my eye. Keeping it really tight. Mitch is the executive director for sure.
I wish.
I mean, he directs the whole YouTube channel, so. Okay.
Sonja says, I'm green, so I'm warm, but I have tons of freckles and feel like neutral tones help with my freckles. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Sonja.
Sonia? So maybe send me a DM because I don't want to just, I need to hear the rest of your issue with freckles and your undertone. But if you have green veins, are you, let me ask you this, okay? This is Sonia?
Sonja Falls?
Yeah,
Sonja.
Sonia.
Oh, yeah.
So Sonia, if you're saying you have if you have green veins, are you trying to completely cover your freckles? Okay, you are. Okay, why? I'm sure they're so pretty. It's a really hard time. I love freckles so much. It pains me, but I get it. Everyone's different. Oh, you're not.
No.
Well, okay,
She said,
but you're feeling like you look better with the neutral undertone, right? Well, then that's fine. You know your skin more than I do. The vein rule is like a really good solid rule of thumb to help you out. So, but ultimately, and this is why I say it's accurate 90 to 95% of the time. It's not always going to be accurate, and you're going to know what looks better on you than anyone else. So just because a makeup rule exists, it doesn't mean you have to follow it. So if you're saying that neutral ends up looking better on top of your freckles, I believe you, and I bet it does. But not knowing you, not seeing you, and if you're telling me you have green veins, automatically, I would recommend a warm tone based on that. But there's always exceptions with everything. Okay, so I'm really happy because Galit, the owner of Girlactik, who's my buddy at this point, like, I love her. She sent me a refill of my favorite eyeliners. They're the Longboard gel eyeliners, and she sent me quite a few. Okay. So brown is my favorite. We are gonna go to lunch, shockingly. Mitch and I are gonna actually,
what a surprise.
what a surprise, I know. We're actually gonna spend some time together. Pure Brown is my favorite eyeliner from Girlactik. I love this pencil liner. I've gotten so many people hooked on this liner. So this is the pencil liner. It's a twist up, so like a mechanical one. But in case you don't know, in case you pick this up by chance you don't know, it has a sharpener on this end. Where if this gets too dull and it's not sharp anymore, which happens very quick, you can take this, go boop, 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 and it sharpens it. So just in case you didn't know, because a lot of people don't know that these things are attached to the bottom. Okay.
That's cool.
My favorite type of food is sushi and Mexican food. All day long, every day. Every single day of my life, I could eat those two things.
Actually, think about that for a second.
For me,
Mm-hmm.
like what my favorite food was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Chelsea eats a huge steak. And what's one?
Yeah. But sushi, like actual sushi, I mean, we had sushi on like really late Friday night. We were working, huh? Friday night. Mitch and I were working really late. And we got to our favorite sushi restaurant like super late. We didn't get to see at the bar, which we love the sushi bar. Like we like to like talk to everyone. We love the sushi chefs. Like they're like our buddies. I know I'm born and raised in California. Like I can't help it, you know, like this is where I'm from. And anyway, we were sad because even at like 9 o'clock at night, our sushi restaurant was so jam packed. Sorry, I've been watery eye all of a sudden. But the sushi was still incredible, like just incredible. So I'm just doing a little baby wing. Have you shared gigs? Oh, like working gigs? We used to, not so much anymore. Because Mitch is full-time with a hair brand. And the hair brands that I work for are competitors, so we just don't, we don't work together that often. Only on our stuff. Or my projects. So I'm just doing a little baby wing. Just want to keep it nice and soft. And then while I'm here, I'm going to tightline, so please excuse the look on my face for a second. It's going to feel and look really strange. Almost done. Just tightline the top lash line.
You ask if they have any questions because I could leave it out now.
What's that?
Ask if they have any questions because I could.
Okay, Mitch wants to know if you have any questions that I missed, because Mitch, he can help me and read them out to me now that he has arrived. So if I miss any, which I'm sure I missed a ton, let me know.
How did this be? Lay says last week you said Mitch spent time baking. You told them I went to
Yeah.
cabinet school and bakery.
Wow, good memory.
Oh.
Okay, so just really quick, I'm gonna dip into bark with a tiny little rougher 23 brush and start to shade this wing. Yeah, so Mitch was in Bakersfield when you were what? How old were you, baby?
So young, like
He was like a child.
20.
20?
Maybe.
I thought you were younger, like 19.
Maybe 19, yeah.
I feel like you told me you were 19.
Probably was.
Mitch went to carpentry school in Bakersfield when he was like 19 years old. So yeah, he spent a little time out there. But Mitch is from Nevada originally. My stomach is growling so loud. I hope you can't hear that. So I'm just going over that that pencil liner, excuse me, not liquid liner. Just creating a little bit more of a smoky.
Corn's from Bakersfield, that's funny.
The band? Oh, I think I knew that. That was some fun knowledge that I didn't know I needed, but I definitely needed it. I need that reminder.
Michael?
I love that band.
You look at corn sometimes. Maybe
My biggest joke, I don't know, listen, I don't know how, if you guys know, like anyone else knows the band Korn, but someone just brought them up. So, but I joke around all the time that I look like Jonathan Davis, the lead singer from Korn. Especially if I have my hair braided, like I look just like him. Oh my gosh. If you don't know, please look him up. Get a really good laugh. You will laugh so hard.
Angela asked when Cleopatra's coming back to Girlactik.
Cleopatra. Oh, is it still sold out? Oh wait, Cleopatra? Casablanca. Is it Cleopatra or Casablanca? Because I'm gonna use the Casablanca bronzer right now. Is that what you're thinking,
Angela. So
Angela?
Vianney asked if we're making a foundation video.
We sure are.
So
My mom is doing great, thank you. And
you should let her know what's going to be.
we are, okay, so someone else asked if we're doing a foundation video. Yes, I bought every single drugstore foundation that I could find, and I went to 4 different drugstores, so I'm pretty confident that I got every single formula out there. Like, I'm very, very confident. So yesterday we started filming some of it. Today we'll film a little bit more because this is my last day off to get my YouTube filming done. But we only got through, I'm just gonna give some of it away, okay? Just because you guys are like, you know, you showed up for this live, so you get some insider information. I have 45 foundations to test. They're all liquid, so no powders. So I gotta keep it, you know, pare down a little bit. We'll do powder in a separate video another time. So all liquids, and I only got through 11 yesterday. So I have a lot more to go, but I'm excited. It's gonna be a great video. I'm so pumped for it. I can't even tell you. So pumped. Okay, really quick, I'm gonna dip it back into Casablanca. I love this bronzer on my bottom lash line. I love it. Wait, what's 45, Kim?
How many drugstore foundations you?
Oh yeah, I was like, what product are you talking about? What's $45? Oh my God, I need to eat. I need to feed my brain.
Bella asked, Mitch, please ask your lovely wife if the new
Ooh,
material.
you should try the Girlactik liner.
If the new Naturium will come to Target. Ask because if I should wait or order it on the website.
Are you talking about the lip balms as the new products? If so, I think the lip balms are not going to be in Target, from what I hear. So it would be on their website, which is a bummer. And I think someone asked me about Sam Ellis's brand a little while back, but I was in the middle of blending something, so I'm sorry I didn't get to answer your question, but I did catch it, and it was asking if I had tried her brand yet. And to be honest, I've had such a busy week. I have the PR box sitting right over here. Could you hand it to me, maybe? If you don't mind? It's under those, yeah. It's so handy to have someone to help me. And anyway, I'm very excited to try her brand. It's called Prequel. It just came out on like Wednesday, I think. Let me just show you the PR box because I haven't even opened it yet. I've been so busy. But this is the box. I'm gonna lose that. And apparently something already sold out. I think it was the cleanser or the body lotion. The body lotion? Anyway, I'll definitely talk about this more once I try it. I love Sam. She's just a true talent. She's so knowledgeable, it's insane. So I can't wait to support her and use it more. Cannot wait. I just haven't had time yet. So let's go back to blush. Before I finish my eyes, I kind of want to flip over to blush. I want to just put my Persona Cosmetics. This is Bloom. And Persona Cosmetics is one of my favorite indie brands as well. Like between Persona and Girlactik, I'd say those are like by far my two favorite indie brands. So Bloom is their new cream blush shade that came out. And it was in collaboration with Sarah Wolak, some influencer, really pretty girl. Oh, welcome, Lindsay. Well, you're sort of at the tail end. I hope you caught earlier too, but if you missed anything, everything I ever use is listed in the description.
Shania asked, do you think the studio lights show true finished foundations? I don't ask because some YouTubers always look so flawless, but in person can be so different.
No, I think the truest lighting to show anything is going to be natural lighting. But natural lighting doesn't always translate on camera, so that's why I bring in studio lights. And that's obviously why we film with studio lights because, well, it just looks the best, to be honest, on camera. But when you're talking like in person, like if you're testing a new foundation for yourself, like in your day-to-day life, and you want to see, you know, what does it actually look like, it is the best to just be outside, check it in natural lighting, or not even outside, just be in front of your window. If you have a window with natural light coming in, that's gonna be your best way to test any color, lipsticks, anything. Okay, let's get my mascara on. I'm gonna use my Girlactik Lash Play Duo. I'm at the tail end of this mascara, so I am running low.
Bean says,
You've been asking.
Mitch, so I guess Bean maybe DM'd you. She has a question
Oh shoot, what is your question?
She says she needs your help because I'm puzzled beyond.
Oh
or
no.
I'm puzzled by something, but it's too much just to leave a comment. And
Oh,
so
okay,
she
yeah.
said he'd help me with a while ago.
Okay, so, oh shoot, I'm so sorry. I will check my DMs, I promise you. Yeah, Persona Cosmetics is also female owned, just like Girlactik, and I'm all about it. Oh, I'll show you how to fix that in a second. Darn it! It was going so well for
I
me.
don't know.
It's going so well. So the trick, if you don't know, the trick if you get mascara on your eyelid is to let it dry down completely, and then you flake it off with basically like a mascara spoolie. So something like that, like a spoolie. So we're gonna let it dry down for a while. Yeah, it's a great tip. It's the best tip.
You know, when we were filming your foundations yesterday, that I kept on looking at my veins trying to see what I would be because it was so
that's
interesting.
funny.
To that effect.
When Mitch was just saying when we were filming yesterday, I touched on the whole vein topic on how to, you know, see what your undertone is, your skin's undertone is. And I guess while I was filming, he was trying to figure out what color veins he has. Can I see you?
Well,
Just give me your arm really quick. They're green.
Yeah, green.
All right, so Mitch doesn't have tattoos, so it's much easier to tell. But these are green. So, and you can tell Mitch has like the same undertone as me. Like he's like a warm,
I'm darker than you.
he's got a warm undertone. You know, you're darker than me because you never wear any sunscreen.
that's true.
Part of it's a sunburn that Mitch perpetually has. He has a perpetual sunburn. Krista, yeah, you're blue. So you have a cool undertone. I find that cool undertones can also get away with wearing a lot of neutral undertones. More than a warm undertone person can. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my Girlactik palette. Try not to be super distracted anymore. And I'm gonna go back to skin and just layer skin on top of that Casablanca bronzer that I used earlier. I love
Mascara's great.
this. I know this mascara is bomb. I love this mascara. And here's the thing about this mascara, even in like 100+ degree weather, it will not flake and it will not run. So I never get that smudgy, runny mascara look, which I cannot stand. Oh, happy Sunday. Thanks for saying happy Sunday to everyone. God, you're sweet. Kajal liner is, it's basically a pencil liner, but it's used traditionally in all across your waterline. In Indian culture, they call it a kajal, but it's basically a pencil liner that's placed. It's a black pencil liner, like a very think like a very jet black pencil liner. They place all across the top and the bottom lash line. Okay, so there's one thing else I need to do. Oh yeah, I need to go back to now that my bottom lash line is completely done. Oh, hi from India, nice. And good for you for sleeping in. Mitch slept in today a little bit. That was,
No,
he
said
was.
that she should be sleeping, but she's.
Oh,
not.
you should be sleeping, but you're not. Oh, I was actually so happy for you that you're saying you were sleeping in. Okay, well that's really sweet. And I'm happy to have you. So I'm using the detailing end of this brush, or of my mascara. It's the detailing brush, I should say. It's this tiny little brush, and it's the best for your bottom lashes.
It's tough on damn gas. You can only wear one makeup product. What would it be?
Brows.
That's right.
Very different for me. I'm sure other people would say something different. Nancy, someone with a neutral undertone, they make foundations that say neutral. So you just want to look for foundations that have like either N in the name, which obviously is going to stand for neutral, but it will say it. Most brands, the good brands, will have all three. They're going to have neutral, they're going to have warm, they're going to have cool. They'll even have ones that have like a straight olive undertone. Those are the best brands. Like brands like Fenty do a great job of their undertones. So I need a little more powder, and then we're going to get into the lip.
TK has a question about that Kosas powder. She's saying.
So I caught the tail end of your question. Who was that, DK?
Yeah, TK.
DK. This has like, it's not like shimmer. It has like a very, 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 very faint amount of like luminosity in it. So basically like a shimmer, but it's not like what you would think. It's not like a crystally thick shimmer. It's just not a flat powder. It has depth to it, is like the best way I could describe it. Okay, I have one more thing from Half Caked that I want to put on. It's a highlighter. It's in the shade Sugar Cookie. And it's basically a lip and cheek tint. They're creams. I have another one of these in my makeup kit. I really like this a lot. It's super inexpensive. But what I like to do is just take it, get a good amount, and tap a little bit.
Is Kosas powder long lasting and okay for mature skin under the eyes?
Great for mature skin, the Kosas powder, phenomenal. It has a really like nice, smooth, very airy texture to it. I wouldn't say it's the longest wearing though, so just keep that in mind. Just gonna do a little highlight on the Cupid's bow. And then we're just gonna do a touch on the high points. It's really pretty though. It's very glossy. That's my stomach growls. Highlighter. Nancy, gosh, I wish I could see your veins in person. That sounds really creepy, but if you think you're yellow, you're probably right. Look how pretty that is though. It's so pretty. You know, I don't know the color of my nails and I just got them done from my girl. I have no idea, so I can't even guess. I'm so sorry. But I love this color. It's so pretty and like neutral. So we have some options for lip, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm leaning towards. I'm leaning towards something pinky and just really girly. I'm really in the mood for like a girly lip color, and I'm thinking this one from BK Beauty. BK Beauty is definitely still an indie brand. What do you consider them? Yeah, they're definitely considered an indie brand. They're also female owned. So like, you know, all these cool indie brands are female owned, and I love it. I live for that stuff. I love it. So this is the shade Self Love, but I'm also thinking I could go, no, I don't know if I want to do this one. Yeah. My eyes are too on the mauve side. So no, we're not gonna do that one. We're gonna blush. I'm gonna stick to
blushy lips.
Blushy lips. I'm gonna stick to the color that I originally had in my head. So.
Lindsay and Chantel feature gel. It's amazing. Just went on sale a few days ago. It's amazing, but I think it
just read me a comment. Yeah, let's go pinky. Okay, so to start, I'm gonna do a lip liner. This is from Exa. Exa is definitely an indie brand, but they're now inside of Ulta, but they're still indie. I don't know anything about the owners, so I can't tell you if they're female owned or not. So if you know, let me know. I should have done my research and figure that out, but they have lip liners that just came out. Let me get a little closer. And I love them. Like all the shades they came out with are so pretty. Oh, May. You know, that's a good question. My go-to lately is a Valentino one. I actually saw that's on sale during the Nordstrom anniversary sale. It comes in like a black, like almost like a studded bottle, and it has like a pink label. It's more sweet. I love it. I always get compliments when I wear it. So that's my go-to lately. Mitch doesn't like it? You don't like it? I ran out of the YSL.
I can't remember which one I like better. I think it was one.
No,
Spicy.
Oh, maybe you like the Fenty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's also one from Fenty, their only perfume. That's really nice. I get a lot of compliments when I wear that one too. He did such a good job, right, Nancy? So I'm really lining my lips. I want to have some depth behind this pink lipstick, so hang on. Not really, May, no. If I see lashes, that's about it. The rest of the makeup, I'm just not quite sure if it's been touched you know? Or if it's expired, I don't know. There's something about it that I don't trust. I'll buy makeup sponges, I'll buy like accessories, but not like actual makeup, personally. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just get a little weirded out sometimes. So then I just take a powder puff and kind of blur the line. It's one of my favorite tricks. It's something I do on set all the time.
I love this one.
Yeah, Mitch loves it when I do that. He loves it. And by the way, I didn't name the lip liner. I'm so sorry about that. So it's the Exa. The formula is All Smiles Bare, and the shade is Bare Your Truth.
So Selena
Joe
says
Malone.
it's owned by Annie Jackson.
Oh, so female owned?
Yeah.
I'm assuming?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see.
Huh. Nice. Good to know. Excuse me.
Jackson.
Thank you for looking that up for me. Oh my God, your cart is full. No return back now. Oh, I can't wait to hear what you get. You have to let me know. So just kind of layering it on top. I like chemical sunscreens. I don't like mineral sunscreens. I hate the way they feel on my skin. Totally personal. And chemical ones don't bother my eyes unless I like directly get it in my eyes. So I know I'm very lucky with that. I know people have a lot of problems with that. I have tried the watermelon line from Lawless. I actually like the lip balm a lot. So I'm going over my lip liner one more time. Oh, I would love for him to do my makeup again.
Maybe we'll do it for a live.
Thank you, Deanna. Or Dina. Is it Dina or Deanna? Yeah, I'm a chemical sunscreen girl all the way. Just gotta be honest. Okay, so a little more. No, you're spelling it right. Prequel. Yeah. Just go to their direct website. Oh my God, Kim. Kim, you're so sweet. Kim gave us $10 for lunch.
Oh gosh. So
I could cry. Why are you so nice? That is like beyond generous. You guys are just too much. You're seriously way too kind. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. I can't believe it. It's like way past the time, and I have to do one quick thing before I jump off because I promised you I would tell you or show you how to flake this off. So I have mascara there. I'm gonna take a clean spoolie. I could talk, I promise.
I think you can go dark, lighter with your lips.
No, I like it.
A little bit lighter.
Okay, so you just flake it off. And I'm gonna go back to my brush really quick. You don't like a lip?
Yeah, it's nice.
Huh.
It's a 90s.
I like 90s. I like a 90s lip all the way. You just confirmed what I thought I liked about it. That it's 90s. Oh, thanks, Tristan. You buff out my oily eyelids just a touch. No, I haven't tried that. But you guys, this is it. Oh, there's one more product. This is the last one. I have a new setting spray from LYS that I'm so excited for. It's called the Skin Loyalty Blur and Mattifying Set Makeup Setting Spray. So it's a blurring and mattifying setting spray. I just love their packaging. I love the shape of their packaging. These triangles just get me every time. Thank you so much for the compliment, you guys. You're so sweet. I'm so happy you like the look. Just like girly and simple with like a little bit of a 90s lip, which I'm all about.
You're stuck in 90s.
I love 90s lips. Okay, so I shook it really well because I can tell there's probably like different ingredients that need to be mixed in here. So let's test out the sprayer really quick. There we go. Very nice sprayer. It's not like aggressive. Well, I'll be definitely testing this out for the rest of the week. So that's it. That's the look. I look shiny for a little bit because I have a lot of that setting spray on, but this was so much fun. I'm so happy you all got to join me. Thank you everyone for the super thanks. You know, I appreciate it so much. It's like just, you're so sweet. I really appreciate you all. But I appreciate you all just for coming in general and spending this time with me on Sunday. And I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday. You get to do something fun. Mitch and I are gonna go get some food. I'll probably post about it. And then we'll work the rest of the day. And then it's back to it's back to Groundhog Day tomorrow. It's back to like working and being crazy busy. So I hope you all get to relax and have a reset. And I can't wait to see you all next week. I'll be back. Thanks for joining me. Mitch says bye.
Bye, everybody.
I'll list all the products in just a bit once this is uploaded, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.